Hi, Tracy here with BibleJournalingMinistries.com, and in this video we are doing Faith Decks cards. It's going to be so fun. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm making some Faith Decks cards with our Isaiah chapter 40 verse 8, the word stands printable. I love this kit because it's so versatile. You can use the kit for Bible journaling, and you can use it for art journaling, you can use it for card making, and of course Bible journaling. Today I'm using this page here. It is a 3-page kit, but this is the second page in the kit, and it's for Faith Decks cards. And I've printed mine out on cardstock already, and I've cut them out with my silhouette machine. So this should be pretty easy. I do have some distressed ink in case I want to ink the edges. I've got some pop dots to kind of pop out these cute little rosettes that come with it. And I've got my advanced tape glider, and I'm going to use that to tape things down. I've got an applicator tool for inking the edges in case I want to do that. And then I have a pen for any writing that I'd like to do. So to get started, these are really easy to do. You can, the way they're set up is you can take them the way they are and you can write on them if you want to. You can write your scripture down, a prayer. I love to write prayers down for people. That's what I do with a lot of my Faith Decks cards, is I'll write a prayer for somebody. You can even do things like scripture memorization, any kind of encouragement or quotes you like. You can do all kinds of things with your Faith Decks cards. Now, the way this is set up is each of these little pieces, they fit here across the edge exactly. Of course, if you don't want to do that, you can always turn them and cut off any excess that you want, but they're designed to kind of go across the page, and you can do things like write your name or scripture or anything across those as well. These are like little kind of washies that would go across the edge if you want to. Then we also have the little verse, as well as a blank one that you can use. You can put them on the front, or if you want to, you can put them on the back. That's totally fine as well. And then of course, with these last little pieces, once you place one down, you can always come in and pop them out if you want to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distress the edge of this one. So to do that, I have my Tim Holtz Distress Ink Vintage Photo. I've got my applicator here, and all I need to do is just pick up some of that distress ink with my applicator and then come in and just brush it across the edge of my card, just like that. And that just creates a nice little dark distressed edge. Kind of gives it an aged look. I did this a lot when I used to make cards. I still make cards occasionally. I don't do it as much as I used to, but it is a fun technique that I learned back in the day when I made cards, and continue to do it to this day. I think that looks pretty good. Then I'm going to go ahead and distress the edge of this as well. I like to do all of my distressed inking at one time. That way I don't have to grab it again if I don't want to. That looks really cool. I'm not sure, but this one looks like it would be really neat with it, so I'll add a little edge to that. And as you're doing your distressed inking, you could be thinking about our verse for today, which is Isaiah chapter 40 verse 8, where it says, "The grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God will stand forever." And you can be thinking about how God never contradicts himself, how he always keeps his promises, how the Bible has stood the test of time, and how it holds much truth for all of us. So this is kind of what I'm thinking for this one. And for this one, I'm thinking I might do it, might put that on the back. And I might not do too much with this one, but let's go ahead and do this one first. So I think for today, I'm just going to write a little bit of a prayer here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I just wrote with this is a Football 1.5 pen. It's just like a little, looks like kind of a ballpoint pen. It kind of writes on almost anything, so I find it works really well in my art journaling. So I just happen to have it. You can use anything, ballpoint pen, ink pen, whatever you have is fine. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place this down here. I think that's where it would go perfectly. Now I could either place it down with my tape, or I could pop it up and give it some dimension. I'm not really sure what I think I'll do. I think I'll place it flat because I want to pop up the flower, and I'm afraid of doing too much pop-up. Of course I could. It wouldn't. It's just for my own Faith Decks collection, so I'm not trading this with anybody. But you can trade your Faith Decks cards with people. You can make them for others. They're really fun to do. Okay, so I'm just going to place that down, and then I'm going to go ahead and add this flower to kind of pop it up. Pop up the little flower with the little pop dot there. Really, really easy. Okay. And then I can take maybe another flower here and place it down. Maybe I want to do it in the background. Let's see. How would that look? Maybe kind of hiding in the background. I think that would look cute. So I'm going to go ahead and add it there. And again, the whole point of Faith Decks cards is just little pieces of art for you to just have some time for you to spend in the Word and just having fun with God as you complete these little simple, easy projects. That's really cute. See how simple that is? Of course, I can add some more, which I might do. Maybe a couple more in the background. Might be cute. Now with the Faith Decks cards, it depends on where you're putting this. If you're putting it in a spinning Rolodex file, you want to be careful that you're not going too far over the edges, right? So if I were to put this over here, it might not fit in the file. So just make sure that wherever you place your elements, that they will actually fit in your Faith Decks holder. I'm going to go ahead and ink another one of these up. I hadn't planned on using it, but I'm thinking it would look real cute right there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is just double-sided tape that I'm using. It's called an advanced tape glider, or an ATG. And I'm going to go ahead and do this one too, so I think that would look great. So tell me, I would love to know in the comments below, do you do Faith Decks cards? And if you do, I would love to see if you can share with me either a picture of it or a description of what you like to do. I think that would be kind of cool. I'm almost thinking I want to redo this one here. You have to be a little bit careful when you're pulling things up because you can rip it pretty easy. I'm thinking I want to kind of layer him like that, but he's a little bit popped out more than I want him to be popped out. So I'm going to see if he might look better flat. I think I want him flat instead of popped out. So I'm just going to add a little tape to the back of him like that. Maybe he kind of sticks up a little bit. I think it will still fit in my Rolodex like that. I love that prayer. For this one, I think I'm going to go a little bit easier on this one. I definitely want to add the verse in the back. Now I can come in here and do color on this if I want to. I'm just not going to today, but you could. You could do watercolors, pencils, anything that you have. I like that. I could also frame it up. That would look cute too. Not sure. Let's see what we have here. I like the idea of having the verse on the front, so that I think I will write the verse on the front, the verse reference. So we're in Isaiah 40, verse 8. We're in Isaiah. And that way, when I'm looking at my Faith Decks card from the front, I know what verse is on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and add that with a little bit of tape as well. Okay. I could add a little bit of interest with these little flowers here, kind of going here. And I don't want to do, I feel like I've already done the distress. I'm not sure if I want to do it again, so I don't think I want to. So I'm going to tape all these down as well. I'm going to do one right here. Maybe another one kind of poking out that way. And another one kind of, we like that, kind of clustered together. And then on the back, I'll just do this as the line. And then I've used the whole kit. Now, can I come in and add more pieces? Absolutely. I still have a lot left over in the kit from a previous video tutorial that I did. So I could add more elements to this if I wanted to. I could write my thoughts on the back of these cards as well. I mean, you can do anything with the Faith Decks cards, but what's really neat is if you can find, this is a little old Rolodex file, and I probably should paint it. I think that would be real fun to paint it. I think it would be really fun to do that. Maybe I'll do that. But for now, I have one Faith Decks card that I can fit here, and another one as well. And now I know, like if I want to read Isaiah 40 verse 8, I can just take it out and read it. And if I want to do my prayer, I can just have my prayer in front of me. And that is Faith Decks cards and how easy they are to do with our Bible journaling kit, Isaiah chapter 40 verse 8. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.